Today you're going to be doing your self-evaluation for the marking period. I want you to honestly think about how you did this marking period, what letter grade you think you should have. And as you're doing that, I want you to look through these different questions and honestly ask yourself and reflect on these questions. First question you'll see is, have I gotten more got it's than not yet? So I want you to think, is this true? Yes. Is it not true? No. Or is this sometimes true? Like, have I gotten more got it's than not yets? Maybe on an assessment or two, I got a couple not yets than got it's. I want you to really evaluate that. When I'm in class, do I use the time productively? Meaning, am I sitting there actively listening, paying attention, taking notes, doing what we're supposed to be doing? Or am I fooling around on my iPad, drawing and doing other things? Do I got it, but still get some questions wrong? Which, as we always say, that is okay, because you got it, but maybe you made a calculation error. So if that's you, circle yes, that happens. Or no, that doesn't happen. Or sometimes it does. Do I use reach to finish any work that I have? So am I using reach effectively? Am I coming to see Mrs. Moyer if I have a question? Are my notes correct, concise, neat, and shows the work, not just the answers? So am I actively taking notes in class and writing down everything that's put up on the board and then some? This is an important one. Do I actually use my notes as a resource, meaning to study from for assessments or help with homework? Am I actually using those? Am I at home doing a practice test and I say, I don't understand this, so let me get my notes out? When I explain things, do I use math vocabulary? So am I speaking in math terms? Am I using the word coefficient? Am I using the word variables? Do I give up on a problem before really trying it? This one is like, do I look at a word problem and just say, I can't do it, I don't know, forget it? Or I look at a problem that has lots of numbers and I say, oh, that's it, this is too hard for me. Do I prepare for assessments by checking my work on Schoology, completing practice tests, or completing Schoology quizzes? Or am I using my notes as well for this, preparing for your assessments? Have I used the time during reach, lunch, or homeroom to ask for help? Have you come and seen me for help? Or other teachers or other students for help? When I'm working through problems, am I thinking algebraically or what the problem is telling me? Am I actually thinking about the problem and saying, what does this actually mean? Not just let me look at the numbers and put down what I think should happen. Am I thinking about what does this mean? Do I work through the question I do not understand, or do I wait for someone to tell me how to do it? That one's pretty self-explanatory. So considering all of this and using the rubric, it says on Schoology, I'll post it on Schoology, I feel my grade should be, what do you think? Should it be an A? Should it be a B? Should it be a C? Should it be a D? At this stage, I don't really think any of you are F worthy yet. Make sure you defend your decision. Why? Why would you give yourself an A, B, C, or D for this marking period? Then if you flip to the back of your paper, what do you like most about got it and not yet grading? I want to know, what do you like the most about it? I want to know what you like least about it as well. Do you feel there's an adult in the building you can go to if you need help with something non-academic related? I'm always interested in if you feel like you can connect to somebody out there. And if not, please let us know, let somebody know. So then if you want to take a look at the marking period, the rubric that we used, bloop, 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 bloop. Here it is right here. So we talked about an A showing complete understanding, little to no errors. You complete your assignments on time, all the time. Collaborates with others, show critical thinking, and effectively communicates math concepts with math vocabulary. This was those exemplary students. Please remember, when we did that during mid-marks, the A is the exemplary students. Okay? The B, you show complete understanding with a few errors, completes most of the assignments, collaborates in an even balance of listening and sharing own ideas, shows critical thinking, effectively communicates. This was the proficient student. Okay? Exemplary, proficient. A C student was a developing student. You're showing understanding and concept with consistent errors throughout the course of the marking period. You're completing most of your assignments, you're collaborating, but you have trouble injecting your own ideas. You're showing critical thinking on a consistent basis, and you're effectively communicating mathematical concepts, but you don't really use your math vocabulary. So that was developing student. So the C was the developing student. The less than C then was the struggling student. So this is where you would be marking yourself as a D. This is where you're really, really struggling with things. You're not coming in, you're not getting help, you're not really getting got it, you're getting a lot of not yets, you're not going on the IXL and helping yourself out with that. So I really want you to think about, where do you fall? Are you exemplary? Are you proficient? Are you developing? Or are you struggling? Okay? And self-reflect. When you're finished, please turn your paper into the bin.